All right, good morning everyone and welcome to today's session. Just a couple things before we get started. We will be recording today's session so that we can share it with colleagues who may not have been able to attend today. We post the recordings of our sessions on our EDWS YouTube channel where you can find past recordings including all of our events such as cooking demonstrations, mini stretch breaks, workouts, meditation, and more. My name is Ryan Smith. I am the Wellness Program Administrator with EDWS, and I'm joined today by Cheryl Johnson-Ransaw, the Director of EDWS. And today we'll be talking about National Immunization Awareness Month. Throughout today's session, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to make use of the WebEx chat box feature. We'll be monitoring the chat for any questions or comments throughout the presentation. At the end of today's presentation, we will be doing a drawing for our Panther Perks Plus prize. If you're unfamiliar with Panther Perks Plus, we'll be doing a brief overview of what the program is and how you can get involved. And then we'll be giving out a couple prizes today for some of our previous attendees to our events. So without further ado, we will go ahead and get started. So let's talk a little bit about immunization and vaccines. We want to do an overview and just kind of define a couple words here. So immunization is protecting someone from a disease through vaccination. So that's the ultimate goal. You're trying to establish immunity and protect people from diseases. Now, a vaccine is a substance that helps strengthen the body's natural immune system against those diseases. So think of the vaccine as basically providing your body with a small amount of a substance that helps its immune system react and respond to any sort of invader, whether it's a disease or another pathogen. So how do vaccines work? Vaccines work by imitating an infection to teach the immune system how to fight off a future and real infection. So there are several different types of vaccines. They all work in slightly different ways, but that is the general idea, that your body is presented with almost like a sample of the infection, but it's a very, very weak and small amount that your body is easily able to react to. And it uses it as an opportunity to train itself against that type of disease or infection so that if it ever encounters it again, it will already know how to combat it. It does this by developing lymphocytes, which are white blood cells that are designed to defeat the infection. So basically, it's just a matter of teaching your body how to fight a certain type of infection. Your body will remember how to do that, and the next time it sees it, it'll have an easier time fighting it. That's why frequently in the fall and in the winter, we'll get flu vaccines. This allows us to basically have experience fighting that type of flu every year. And that's just the general idea behind how they work. If you're interested in learning more about the different types of vaccines that I mentioned, you can go to cdc.gov/vaccines. They have a ton of great resources for you to read up on and learn more about the science behind it. So vaccine safety is something that a lot of people are concerned with, so we definitely wanted to talk a little bit about that. Vaccines are safe and effective at preventing serious disease. They work with your body's natural defenses to develop protection from diseases. And I think that's important to emphasize. It is basically just leaning on what your body already has to fight off diseases and infections and just strengthening it a little bit by giving it that experience in the fight. Now, like all medical products, whether you're taking supplements or medication, vaccines can cause side effects. Thankfully, most of the common side effects are incredibly mild and go away very quickly. If you've ever gotten a flu shot before, you might feel just a little bit tired or a little fatigued for a couple hours, but your body's usually able to fight it off very, very quickly. So the big emphasis here is that vaccines are safe and effective at preventing a number of serious diseases. Now, the power of vaccines is really important to emphasize as well because they enable us to protect ourselves and others against serious diseases like shingles, pneumonia, and flu. And of course, most recently, we have been dealing with COVID-19, and the COVID-19 vaccines have been incredibly helpful in reducing people's risk, reducing the severity of COVID-19 if people are still catching it after getting vaccinated. And while many serious diseases are no longer common in the United States, thanks to vaccines, those diseases do still exist and they can spread when people aren't vaccinated. So it's important for us to continue vaccinating because it helps not just us, but it helps the entire population. Whenever we have vulnerable people who aren't vaccinated, they're able to still get those diseases and potentially spread them to other people. So it's definitely a big group effort to make sure people are vaccinated and taking care of their health. So vaccines throughout your life, you will receive vaccines at various different points in the stages of life. When we're kids, we frequently get a number of them just to kind of help establish our immune system. But as we're adults, at different points, we also want to make sure we are up to date on them. So for general adults, the yearly seasonal flu vaccine is recommended by the end of October if possible. The reason that this is a yearly vaccine is the flu is very crafty. It mutates and changes each year, so every year there's new variants that we want to make sure we're prepared for, and the flu vaccine is designed to help you fight off that year's particular variant. So that's why we have to keep that one up to date on a regular basis. The Shingles vaccine is recommended for healthy adults 50 years and older. If you have ever heard of someone getting shingles, I'm sure you have heard what an absolutely miserable time it is. It is incredibly painful. So getting that vaccine can help prevent that. So healthy adults, if you're 50 years and older, should look into a shingles vaccine. The pneumococcal vaccines are recommended for adults 65 years or older. And then other vaccines may be recommended based on your health and lifestyle. If you're traveling to other countries, if you have certain hobbies that might put you at a greater risk for contracting certain things, your doctor may recommend specific vaccines. Frequently, if you're doing any international travel, there may be additional vaccines that are recommended to keep you and others safe. Now, during pregnancy, there are some specific recommendations. The MMR vaccine, which covers measles, mumps, and rubella, is recommended to get at least a month before becoming pregnant. The Tdap vaccine, which covers a couple different diseases and issues, that's recommended during the 3rd trimester of every pregnancy. So even if you've had it before, it's recommended that you get it during the 3rd trimester every time you get pregnant. And then, just like with other healthy adults, the yearly seasonal flu vaccine is recommended by the end of October if possible. For children, there are a number of different vaccines. Vaccination helps protect children of all ages from serious diseases. You should talk with your child's pediatrician and healthcare provider for information on your child's vaccine needs. It varies depending on how old they are, so you'll definitely want to check in with a pediatrician to keep them on track for all the vaccines that they can get to help them stay healthy and bolster their immune system. So we mentioned COVID-19 vaccines earlier in the presentation, and GSU continues to offer a number of excellent resources when it comes to handling COVID-19. If you are in need of COVID-19 tests, vaccines, or just general information, we recommend you visit the GSU COVID site, which is covidinfo.gsu.edu. There you can find the schedule for testing, for receiving vaccinations, and as I mentioned, general information covering COVID-19 and any updates that may come as it relates to GSU and our campus. So that website has been incredibly helpful over the last several months, and we continue to encourage people to use it to get their COVID-19 information and updates. We did want to mention a couple tools and resources. We were talking about the flu vaccine, and we'll be mentioning flu shot information here in just a slide. We did want to give a quick shout out for today. It is the first Thursday of August, so we'll be doing our first Thursday health screenings today from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. We'll be in Urban Life in the West Exhibit Hall. We'll be doing blood pressure checks, BMI screenings, and body fat percentage screenings. So if you're interested in having one of those, you can come out. We can get some health information for you. And we love when people stop by and say hi to us. So check us out today, Urban Life, West Exhibit Hall, from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. And then we want to announce a save the date for the GSU Benefits Fair. This year they'll be doing a hybrid approach. There will be a virtual benefits fair running from October 24th to November 4th. The GSU in-person campus benefits fair will be on October 7th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Student Center East Ballroom. And then finally, biometric screenings and flu shots. We will be providing additional information in the near future. So keep an eye out. You should be receiving an email regarding the GSU Benefits Fair as well as those biometric screenings and flu shots as that info is made available. A couple other resources that we offer here at EDWS and through USG. We do have health coaching where you can get help on your health goals, whether they're related to nutrition, physical activity, or stress management. You can have a one-on-one appointment free of charge by emailing edws@gsu.edu. If you're dealing with a stressful issue, be it at work or in your personal life, you can reach out to faculty and staff assistants. You can schedule an appointment by emailing fasa@gsu.edu. If you're experiencing a crisis, the emergency number is available 24/7. That number is 404-413-3357. And then for any non-emergency issues, you can call the main number listed here on the screen. The KeyPro Employee Assistance Program is another option for those who are encountering any issue or difficulty, whether it's related to work, personal life, family life, financial issues. You can reach out to KeyPro and they can assist you. The company code USG Cares will get you access to the program. And to schedule an appointment, you can call the number listed on the screen. That's 1-844-243-4440. Finally, the tobacco cessation program is something that we offer here at GSU. If you currently use tobacco, quitting tobacco usage is one of the healthiest things you can do for yourself, but it can be very difficult. Thankfully, you don't have to do it alone. You can do it with support, and we encourage you to reach out to edws@gsu.edu for more information. A couple upcoming events that we'll be having. We have the Walk and Talk on Tuesday, August 9th at 10 a.m. We meet at Unity Plaza on 66 Cortlandt Street, and we do a nice little walk around campus. It's a great time to chat with some coworkers and get in some good physical activity. Also on Tuesday, August 9th, we'll be hosting the GSU Book Club on the book Won't Lose This Dream. That'll be from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We'll be hosting a live cooking demonstration on Thursday, August 11th at 12 p.m. Friday, August 12th, we have a virtual guided meditation session set up at 12. And then on Tuesday, August 16th, we have a mini stretch break from 12 p.m. to 12:15 p.m. The registration links are in the PowerPoint, which we'll be sending out to everyone through email after today's presentation. However, you can also go to the GSU web calendar and register for these events, or go to the EDWS website and see all of the events for the month. So if you've got any additional questions, you can always contact EDWS for any of our services. Our regular office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. We do have that emergency assistance for crisis situations. The number is listed again on the screen. Our office is located at 75 Piedmont Ave in Suite 360. You can email us at edws@gsu.edu, and you can also visit our website online to get more information and view our upcoming events.